Okay, let's go ahead and get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here. Hey everyone, and let me go ahead and just give Spotify its rest. I might try something with the streams after this where I just don't do the musical intro and I just kind of like the first one will have the musical intro and then like the other three will just kind of be like, okay, here we are, let's go. So anyways, hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here. And if you're here for this stream, then you know what you're here for. We're going to be starting season 3 of Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s, which I know I watched it as a kid. I don't know how much of it I watched as a kid because season 2 had an awful lot of content that was just very new to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't remember any of this, but let's go. Um, did we see Venom? Did we see Venom at all during the second season? I don't know if we did. I do not know. But I do know that we want to get started fairly soon because I got started a little late because IRL concerns have to take precedence at times. So, um, but yeah, there wasn't any Venom in season 2, was there? I wonder if he'll be back in season 3. I don't see Venom as someone you introduce and then just kind of let fall by the wayside. I mean, even Doc Ock showed up in season 2. Well, not even. Like, Doc Ock is, in my opinion, Spider Man's best villain. But Venom's a big one too. And we haven't gotten to the Green Goblin yet, but apparently we will tonight. So that's kind of exciting. So, all right. So let me go ahead and just mute the desktop audio. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves underway in just a minute here. Let me make sure that looks good. All right. Just watched a bit of How to Train Your Dragon and jumped uh and jumped right on board. Dude, How to Train Your Dragon is a good like movie series. I think I've seen all 3 movies, and the first one is good. The second one is freaking awesome. And then like the third one is still good, but like I don't think it's quite as good as the first 2. But it does carry like the emotional weight of its conclusion with it, and that is definitely not nothing. So all right, let me see. I'm gonna do a quick sound test in the form of getting the episode set up. So let's go ahead and see how that goes. Okay, at least Disney Plus remembers that I'm on season 3 right now. I appreciate that. So, some of these thumbnails for the episodes are great. For this season, there's I think I did a thumbnail for the third episode that's basically Spider-Man and Doc Ock like in a they're like in a truck or something together and Spider-Man's driving, and it looks like it's hilarious just on its surface to me, but also you've got like the one that Disney Plus has is just like it really kind of pops. I wasn't able to find that one online, so but yeah. All right. It's my favorite animated franchise. I really don't know uh why they're making a live action remake of. They are? I didn't know that. When did this news come about? I had no idea they were doing that. And I mean, like, I don't know. They could do it if I mean, it has to be done well. I totally admit that. But like, I I mean, it's going to depend on how the dragons look, how the CGI looks. But I don't know. I could see him carrying it off. I watched the live action remake of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and really if you, as long as you go into it not expecting it to be exactly like the cartoon, which is its own thing, and it's a great, it's a great piece of storytelling, and I mean, really, just kind of one of the best pieces of animated media that I'd seen in a long time when I watched it. As long as you're not expecting the exact same thing, I think you'll be fine. And I would imagine that with something like How to Train Your Dragon, you could take a similar approach. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get caught up in all this, but let me go ahead and I need to bring the font up. So, oh, yeah, no, I had no clue. It was announced back in 2022. Well, all I can say is that I hope it's good, you know? All right. I think we're good over there. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and cue up the episode. You hopefully should not be hearing any intro music or anything like that. Okay, the episode is basically queued. I didn't get that little Disney Plus, title card or something. So, oh, headphones off. Thank you. Mesozoic. Thank you so much. It's funny when I was watching Andor on Tuesday. So like KG was there, and Hail to the Geeks was there, and Sith Apple was there, and they were all like, "Okay, headphones off. Remember to mute it." They were keeping me in line. And you know what? I loved it. I was like, "Thank you guys so much." Because when I eventually do get around to doing the reaction videos to these, if I'm the one editing them, it's gonna look so much better, you know? So I wish I could do something about my glasses and the glare, but I'm kind of terrible at lighting design, so whatever. I'll figure something out eventually. So, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and I've got the episode queued up already. I'm going to assume that you didn't hear anything sound wise from the show. If you did, I assume you'll let me know and spam the chat and just be like, Spidey, stop, don't do that, don't do that, no, copyright, you don't want that. And you would be correct. I would not want that. So, you know. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm way more messy than I would like to admit. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and do the reaction recording stuff, and then we're going to go right into it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get her done. Here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to tonight's watch along and reaction to Spider-Man, 1994's animated series, Season 3, Episode 1. I I don't know what there is to really say about this show that I haven't said already. This is a great show, and I know it's one that I watched years ago when I was a teenager. I loved this show. I don't know how much of it I watched because as we were watching a lot of season 2, I was like, I just don't remember any of this. Maybe it's just been that long, or maybe I only was able to catch the occasional episode of this show instead of watching it on a regular basis. All I know is that in this episode, it looks like Doctor Strange is here, and I'll be darned if I can remember why he's here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what dastardly adventure the good Sorcerer Supreme is going to lead our wondrous webslinger into. So we're going to get to that in just a moment. All right, and I think we can go ahead and put the headphones back on. Okay. All right. Let's see. I am so surprised that I went to get everything lined up for tonight's stream, and apparently I'm using a different stream key for this show than just about everything else on my channel, and so I had a few technical difficulties at first. All right, guys, you ready? Here we go. Spider-Man, the animated series from the 1990s, Season 3, Episode 1, Sins of the Fathers, Chapter 1, Doctor Strange. Here we go. Spy. Oh, no, it doesn't start singing immediately. Now, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, 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 radioactive Spider-Man, 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 radioactive Spider-Man. Spider blood, radioactive spider blood, radioactive spider blood. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I hope you enjoy that. I really do. All right, here we go. Oh, oh, that's right. I forgot about that. She disappeared. What? Man. Oh, God. Peter is just getting dumped on. Man, MJ's aunt is just laying into him. Wow. Oh, that poor guy. All right, hold on. I'm going to see if I can raise myself up a little bit. There we go. Whoa, what are those? What the flip? Oh, okay. Wizards or something? I don't know. Are you serious? Yeah, I was going to say, like, no one's going to take Wong down that quickly. I don't think so, little mystical ninja dude. Whoa. And red hair. Oh, whoa. What the flip? Oh, no, 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 no. That's Cyclops in Mary Jane's body. What the hell? Are they mindless ones or something? Oh my god. Oh my Jesus. He's getting killed. I'm sorry. How are those lasers not ripping him apart already? Doctor Strange, everybody. Oh wow. Oh yeah, yeah. I've never understood why Mysterio like oh boy. This is one of those Peter should have stayed behind and learned more before going after him. Ooh, okay. Put a tracer on her. Standard Spidey move, but it tends to work. It tends to work. Ooh. Okay, well, you're not welcome there. See, okay. I probably would have guessed that eventually. Stop trying to hug him. And I don't even think he needs those. He could probably summon tigers. Well, why don't you go talk to Doctor Strange? Oh, it's this guy. It's Baron Mordo. Baron Mordo in this instance looks a lot like he does in the comics. The MCU version of Mordo looks completely different. Yeah. MJ joined a cult. Apparently MJ's dad was a cult member. Oh, what do we have here? Ah, Dormammu. I am doomed unless I can get Watommed. Is that George Takei? I think Wong is voiced by George Takei, Mr. Sulu from Star Trek. I need to check the credits after this. Ah, the origin story. See, I wish he could be telling Spidey this story, not just the audience, you know? Learn the ways of the mystic arts, my son. Wearing green, as always. Wow. The evil magic he stood. Wow. How long do you think he's been the Sorcerer Supreme at this point? Or I guess at least a sorcerer. He might not be the. And yet it's in the papers. Good question. He's asking good questions. Oh, God. I'm going to go in and become a cult member. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. Oh, yeah. Okay. This jibes with the depiction of. Oh, yeah, that's not going to give you away. You better maybe just stay up on the ceiling, dude. Okay, where is he? Where is your daddy, MJ? What is. If I were MJ, I'd be like, how do you know about that? Oh boy. Oh, you're gonna try to hypnotize him. Okay, all right. Seriously? Oh, God. I mean, Mordo is just. Uh, I'm not. Are you. Are you kidding? You were wearing it under that robe? Peter, that was a stupid move. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Oh God. I swear that's George Takei. Is he gonna drop him? Ah, the Eye of Agamotto. Oh. Oh. You got hypnotized, bro. Father. Oh God. Okay. Oh God, that's creepy. Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, I'd be. Who? Oh, he sounds like a bright guy. So he's Galactus, but with dimensions instead of planets. I've been through the Bronx. I can handle anything. Release me. Okay. I mean, that's a Friday for you. Peter, you're in no position to call others weird, okay? Okay, maybe he is, but I beams, flight. It's like these guys are sentinels. Yes, yes, it is. Oh boy, platitudes abound. Ah, here we go. This is the Doctor Strange trick right here. I guess you could call it the Loki trick, too. Yep. It's a duel between two Jedi. Do not interfere. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, that was a neat trick. Uh-oh. I mean, to be fair, you don't bring Dormammu into the episode. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, Purple Dragon, how you doing? Why'd you have to become a purple dragon? You know, purple dragons are the lamest ones, Dormammu. Okay, I'm not really good at the rules of magic, but you're in his home court. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. All kinds of weird language here. Dang. Oh man. And what is that? Oh, wow. Using flashbacks. Wasn't expecting this. Give me a break. He just reached through and grabs her and pulls her back, no problem. This does not bode well for her. Okay. Whew. At least she got herself out. Bye bye. You know, before there was the sling ring. Okay. Is that George Takei? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. That didn't sound like him right there. Ah, I know who that is. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and cue it up. And come on, come on. You. Uh-oh. I'm hearing a restless kitty. So let me go ahead and just let her trouble. Do you want out? You want to go outside, baby? What's up? What's up? All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure she's okay, and then we'll get back to this. Come on. You want to go outside? Go out? You can go out if you want. No? Okay. I'm sorry. Dad's watching stuff. Okay? All right, guys. Okay. All right. Let me just go ahead and take a quick look at the chat. The chat. Let's see how we doing. Okay. All right. Here we go. Theme song still goes hard. Yeah, yes it does. And let me tell you, um that theme song, I don't think it changes throughout the entire run of the show, and I hope it doesn't. So, all right. Anna Watson is such a B to Peter. I actually do want to talk about that for a second because, yes, she kind of is, but it's also consistent with the general theme of Peter's life, which is, um, you know, good things don't happen to Peter. He always gets the short end of the stick, especially where like relationships are concerned. And I do want to mention that in the kind of analysis of the episode. So 3 minutes in, and I have no idea what the hell I'm watching. Yeah, that's about par for the course when it comes to a Doctor Strange episode. So I totally get it. Peter, I need answers on why MJ's in this cult. Doctor Strange, I know. Peter, oh hell no. Right? It's like, come on, dude. Like, why would you not do this? All right. No Sandman in Spider-Man 90s. Oh, hello, Spider X299. Welcome. Um, he isn't. I okay. I mean, I didn't realize that. I guess I shouldn't be too concerned about it, but I don't know. I want to say I saw him in a previous episode, didn't we? I don't know. I'll check up on it at a later time. So, who's brother Mordo? That would be Baron Mordo. In the movie Doctor Strange, he's portrayed by Chiwetel Ejiofor, who is he's a black man, and has he wears a lot of green, but aside from that, he looks very different from this incarnation of Mordo. But it's Carl Mordo. Brother is a title. Baron is also a title. So you know. Um, I love how it just jump cuts to Peter joining. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, come on. Couldn't it be Uncle Ben? Thank you. Thank you. I was like, what the hell are you bringing his parents in here for? That's not who audiences want to see. Give me a break. Where was Uncle Ben? Justice for Uncle Ben. All right. And why was he wearing it? Yeah, why was he wearing it under his robe? Thank you. No, these are a couple of things I'm going to take issue with. I totally agree with you. All right. That third eye still looks better than the one in Multiverse of Madness. There's a reason they only show that briefly, The manipulation. I love you too, my child. Bang, bang. FBI, open up. Yeah. Okay, this has to be the weirdest day of Peter's life so far. I mean, yeah. Although you had shenanigans with Morbius and Blade and the Punisher, and you're right. This is the weirdest day so far. All right. Let me handle this, says Doctor Strange. Me, no, let me try. Your daddy love you, MJ. Jesus. Okay, Mrs. O. Okay, I see what you're going for here. Okay, I laughed out loud when he just reached out of the portal and took MJ. I know, right? Like, come on. Give me a break. And then at the end, of course, we see Madam Web, which is just like, oh, I know who you are. You just had a movie. Now, to be fair, even without the movie, which is not good, I still would have recognized her because I have read enough Spider-Man comics, or at least read about enough Spider-Man comics to where it's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. I know who Madam Web is. She is the mystical side of Spider-Man. Like, whenever Doctor Strange can't be there, it's Madam Web. So the fact that Doctor Strange says that her power dwarfs his, I'm just like, what? You're supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme, right? But I don't know if he actually is. If the Ancient One is still alive, then he's not. So, but I don't know. Hi, Trouble. What's up? What's up? How are you? You know I'm not going to let you lay down up here, right? You know I'm not going to do that, especially while I'm watching stuff. No, because you're gonna lay right on my mouse or on my keyboard. No, no. If you want to come over here, you can. But you may not rest on the desk. That is just not going to happen. Do you want to come over here? Come on. Okay, well, then you need to stay there, okay? Okay. Your dad loves you. Your dad loves you. Okay. All right. The best way for me to explain this episode is a mix of what I expect from the show. The actual good stuff, like MJ and her father, and the more goofy stuff, like Peter wearing his suit under its robe. Yeah, it's very much a mixed bag. I mean, it's not like this episode wasn't fun, but it also had a lot of what the fuck moments. And yeah, I don't know. So you might be thinking Hydro Man instead of Sandman. I maybe you're right. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and do the analysis in reaction to this episode. So, all right. So season three, I'm not going to say it's off to a rough start. I am going to say that this first episode, while fun in places, it was kind of a mixed bag for me. There's definitely some good stuff. There is they carried right into the Mary Jane is missing thing, and then almost immediately were led into a mystery that involves her. So there was nothing wrong with the flow in that regard, but there are just a couple of things that happen during this episode where I'm just like, what the heck, man? So for instance, you had the like when Peter goes to when he goes to the cult and then Mordo basically puts him under hypnosis, which one, I just thought that was just weird. And I don't know. I don't feel like hypnosis is ever done well in these kinds of situations. So there's that where I'm like, oh God, you're going to use hypnosis? Fine, whatever. But then, oh, who would you most like to be reunited with? And then they show his parents. Okay, look, I'm not going to deny that as an orphan, it makes a certain amount of logical sense that Peter would want to be reunited with his parents. However, you're marketing this show to Spider-Man fans. Nobody cares about Peter's parents. They are a footnote in his life, essentially. And so, where was Uncle Ben? Justice for Uncle Ben. That's all I'm saying, you know? In any case, he hypnotizes Peter. Peter goes and fights Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange frees him, and then they go to attack Mordo's forces and find that Dormammu is involved as well. And during Peter's infiltration, he's wearing the damn Spider-Man costume under his robe. Was he wearing it when the cult gave him his robe? I mean, what was going on there? You know, like my God, why did they do it that way? Like I understand that from a visual and I guess like a narrative flow standpoint, it just makes it easier to be there, but it raises the question, like, how the hell did you get that on? Did the dude give it to you and sees that you're wearing a Spider-Man suit? Like, is this cult that dumb, you know? So, but yeah, there was also some good stuff in here. I did not check the cast list, but is George Takei in this? Hold on. I'm just gonna flip and Google it. Is George Takei in Spider-Man the animated series? Okay, literally, yeah. George Takei is Wong. Okay, I was right. For those of you that don't know who George Takei is, he is he's Sulu from Star Trek, like the original, the OG Sulu. All right. So, in any case, there's good stuff in here. All right. I did like that little. I don't know if you'd call it stunt casting, but like it was something that I noticed. Oh, that's George Takei. So that was cool. Doctor Strange was kind of at his campy best, just like saying all these weird spells and invoking all these weird gods that I don't think really exist, or maybe they, I don't know, maybe they do. I won't pretend to be an authority on that point. And you know, we get into this kind of this conflict with Dormammu, who is, you know, puppeteering Mordo, and it just leads to all these other bigger things going on. And you also have MJ and kind of her story, and I guess we're getting a little bit more serious here with MJ because now she's figuring in a little bit more prominently into the plot. She's not just an occasional date for Peter. There's drama developing between like him and her and Harry because Harry is like, "Hey, why'd she tell you about her dad and not me? I'm her boyfriend." You know, I mean that makes sense. So I like that the show is, it seems to finally be taking MJ a little bit more seriously as a love interest. I'm gonna be interested to see what they do with Felicia Hardy, or you know, Gwen Hardy as I call her, because she's basically Gwen Stacy at this point, without them calling her Gwen Stacy. And again, I get why they do it. I still don't approve. So, um, but yeah, and then there's one other little bit of silliness where Dormammu's hand just blindly comes out of the portal, grabs MJ, yoinks her back into his dimension, and I'm just like, you guys are just gonna let that happen to her, huh? Like that's just how it's gonna be. All right, I get it, whatever. But it was funny, but it was also like, what, come on, man, you know, like why would you do this? um I don't know, it just seems silly. I guess you can get away with that kind of stuff in a property like this, and especially with a story like this where, you know, you've just got you've got the hocus pocus going on. So but overall, you know, it was a very kind of like uneven episode, still enjoyable, but definitely not one of the best I've seen. So um I don't know, is there anything, is there anything else that we want to talk about this episode? Cult, what, why are you wearing a Spider-Man suit? Peter, it's a costume, I got it at the party store. I mean, maybe they thought he was a street performer. I don't know, but it was just so cringe, you know? I don't know. So, all right. But you know, it's a Spider-Man episode. I can't complain too much about it. I still had fun. So, hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this sorry. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and thwip the like button. It really helps me out. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you. All right, and I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Excuse me. And then we will move over to the next one. All right. So I'm going to head off. You know, again, thanks to everyone for joining me. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.